Profit Line, this is Kevin. I am up here this morning on the top of Piestewa Peak in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona. Figured this was an appropriate place to talk to you guys as anywhere. So what are we going to talk about today? About 3 times a week I try to get up to the top of this hill. And you know, coming up here that often for my current training, right? Like, it's kind of boring going up the same path to the same place all the time. So I try to spice it up a little bit, put a little variety in there, take a slightly different path, find different ways to come up here, find a slightly, you know, just new way to do something, put something different in here. And you know, it's interesting. People say that variety is the spice of life. And I can tell you that variety can be the kiss of death to your business. So interestingly, unlike, you know, life, I'm gonna get my eyes out of the sun here. The issue when it comes to variety in your business is that everything in your business has to be a system. You have to do it the same way every single time, which can get kind of boring. Okay, Mountain Kev, while you're catching your breath up there, what systems are we talking about? Well, the first system is the message market fit. It can get really boring selling the exact same thing over and over and over again, doing it the exact same way. But when you can sell consistently, then you set consistent expectations, which makes everything else as far as the customer journey so much smoother. This also, when you dial it in well, is able to drive down your customer acquisition cost as well. This leads us right into the second system, which is your operational efficiency systems. When you have consistent expectations from your customers, then it's a lot easier to fulfill on each one of those. You don't have to do custom things every single time, and the more consistent you can get it, the smoother the operations go. The smoother the operations go, the better you can optimize your cash flow. And when you can start doing these things, right, you can start to see an increase in profit even if you don't have more sales. Obviously, if you get more sales, great. So here, these particular systems are the ones that I'm talking about. These are the ones that you don't want to put too much variety into. If you're gonna change any of these systems, then make sure that you have a methodical way of going through to make those changes. All right, Mountain Kev, take it away. And you know, if you ask me, right, like, most businesses fail for one of 2 reasons mainly. Because either A, the owner is not confident, or B, the owner gets bored. You know, and I think it's true in school too, right? Like, most students that don't do well, it's either because A, they're not confident, or B, because they're bored. You know, sitting in class, doing the same thing, listening, waiting for the bell. I mean, it gets boring, right? Especially when you're not super interested in the topic or whatever. So when it comes to your business, right, when you get like a good consistent system for getting things done, you get everything dialed in, right, like, it could easily get boring where you know, you just kind of want to put some spice into it. You want to change it up a little bit, you know. And I would recommend that you put some variety in your life in other places as opposed to your business. Keeping the systems and everything else the same is critical. You know, like, you might offer different options in your business, but it should be systematized. Like, the way that you make that offer and how you come up with those options, there should be systems behind those things so that you can keep everything consistent. All right, guys. Well, hey, I wish you all the best, and to a healthy business.